Hello, and welcome to part 2 of the Gettysburg adventure. This is still stuff from the first day. It's just the second half of the first day. There was one of the things I knew I wanted to go check out, so we went and checked that out. The other one I just saw while I was driving, and we ended up there. So that one's first. And then the one I had planned that I wanted to go to happens after that. So just two places in this one, but both really interesting places, really cool. So I encourage you to stick around, watch through it, experience things with me. 'Cause why not? What do you have to lose? I find myself at the National Shrine of Our Lady Lourdes, I guess is what it's called. I'm really not sure, but look at this. It's kind of hard to see. I'll see if I can get a better video of it. I don't know what's in store for us here. Let's check it out. So it turns out I've come to a Catholic grotto shrine area, a holy place. The nice lady inside, I kindly just walked up to her and said, "What is this?" I'm not sure what I've stumbled across. I was just driving, saw the giant golden lady, and had to stop here. So here I am. And she did give me a map and explained everything to me, which I promptly don't exactly remember what she told me, I'm going to be honest. Okay, so yeah, we're walking up a path that was like stations of the cross or something along those lines. And then on the way back, there's statues and murals depicting the different parts of the rosary, I guess, and some other things along the way, which we'll check out. But I will, of course, be courteous to those that may be praying or other things. So I'll see you when I find something interesting. So here, I guess, is Saint Charbel. There. There's some beautiful, look at this. That's very pretty. Along the way, there's different stations. I guess it's kind of just telling the story of Jesus and such. Like here it says, Jesus falls a second time. And it's these kind of like portrait-y mural things with all the different things have flowers at them and candles and different things. And like I said, you might not see everything, or you might. I just might not talk during all of it because, again, she told me people do go there to pray and just have a quiet moment. So I don't want to disturb them, of course. So we'll see what awaits us farther. Okay, so for obvious reasons, I didn't want to film too much there, like talking and stuff. But that was super cool. That was awesome. I highly recommend you come here and check it out. Go in the visitor center and stuff. They have a lot of cool stuff for sale. I bought a little coin since I was here. A little souvenir, I guess, which I'll show you whenever we go back to the hotel and stuff later. But so I don't know what's going to happen next. I don't know where we're going next. I have absolutely no idea. So I guess let's see where the wind takes us. So I have come back to the hotel to make myself a sandwich and eat it, and put the drinks that I bought earlier in the fridge and whatnot. But I got the things out that I bought today, so I'll show you those now. So first we got our mountain park from the waterfalls we found in Maryland, and then our Gettysburg pin we got, and then that's from the Grotto that I went to. I don't know what I'm going to go out and do now, because it is only 4 o'clock. So I should go do something else. But I don't know what. So I guess we'll see what happens. Hello, friends. I come to you from... I'm honestly not sure what the name is. I don't know how to say that. I'm going to be honest. But, anyways... It is, well, it used to be a farm. It was Bunker Hill Farm. And then it was a CCC camp. And then it became a POW camp during World War II. I think that's pretty interesting. So, figured we'd come check it out. It says that from 1943 to 1945, the War Department used this old CCC camp to house and interrogate more than 7,500 German prisoners of war plus Japanese POWs toward the end of World War II. So I found a map here. It kind of outlines what we're going to see for the most part. The stuff around here. I'm not sure exactly what we'll come across. It looks like most of it's on the other side of the road, I think. So I'm going to have to go over there, I guess. I don't know. I looked at the map for a split second to see where I needed to go and what it looked like. I can't be here super duper long, just because obviously it being a state park, it closes at sunset. So I have over an hour, but that's about all we'll get. So up here should be the first stop. Here's these ruins of some concrete slabs and stuff. Going off what the map tells me, this should be it was a bus stop. It was the bus stop. Yeah. So whenever it was a CCC camp, it was a garage and equipment area, and there was gas tanks and stuff, I guess. But then whenever it was a POW camp, bus area and gas tanks, it was then also a church camp. So, farm, CCC camp, POW camp, church camp. Pretty interesting history, if I do say so myself. So, let's go see what else we come across. So we do have these helpful markers that tell us what number the thing is we're looking at on our map and stuff. And this is it's a POW historical marker erected around 1946. So I can faintly make out the POW there. I can't really tell what else it might say, but yeah. Up here, there's POW garage. I don't know, there's some cement and things and markers placed around, I guess you can check out. There's like little orange flags all through here, I guess pointing you towards different small things that you can walk around and look at. So I guess I'm just gonna walk down here, see what else I come across, see what else I see, and if there's anything else that's interesting, which obviously there will be, I'll pick you guys back up. Here's a fountain, I guess is what it used to be. It's very cool. There's the rocks in there like blue. It also says that there was the staff recreation hall and a guard tower. So I'm not sure where that would be. I mean, there's just kind of like random cement things coming up out of the ground. And then there's random little signs like this. It's a POW generator house. So I guess there would have been a generator in there. And then there's like concrete slabs just placed all around that don't really have a label. So I'll do my best, see what I can see what I come across, and what I can name. That's it. The best I can do. And as I walk around, there's lots of cement walkways. If you can see that behind me, there's one right here too. Like paths, I guess, that would have been here way back when, I suppose. This is a pretty big place with lots of stuff to see, and this map is obviously very helpful to figure out what you're looking at and things. Then I want to go up. I want to follow this trail, one of these trails. Not sure exactly. There's a trail here, so I'm going to go this way. See what we come across. Okay, this is pretty wild. Okay, so it's the CCC star, but this is, I guess, a star that they would have placed here. But then whenever it was a POW camp, it was inside Compound 1, it says. Whatever that might mean. Oh, this is a very pretty tree. Here's a hole in the ground. And up here, I'm not sure what we have, but there's something here, along with lots more of this cement posts and things. There's a little stick over here with a number on it. We'll go look at it and see what it says. Oh, this was the German mess hall, it says. So there we go, the German mess hall. Up here, you'll see there's some more posts in the ground. And there's like a foundation up here with some more rubble there. And this over here, it says this was the home and office of the camp commander. So this is where he would have stayed. And another thing I found interesting is it says whenever this POW camp became a church camp, this German mess hall that we're walking through right now actually used to be, most recently, whenever it was a church camp, it was the church camp's arts and crafts hall, the German POW barracks. So I'm assuming it would just go from there to there, and that was it. I mean, it's a big long thing, but still, not very much room here. Now, looking at the map, if I just traverse this trail, we should come across the bathroom, like the toilets, and also the bathhouse, and 5 additional barracks buildings. So I see a concrete slab out here in the middle of nowhere. Oh yeah, there's a couple. Yeah, number 17. We got a big old concrete slab here. There's another one over there, and there's one up here that's real big with some actually. I think this might be the most interesting, well, maybe not. One of the things that caught my eye on the map. It's labeled Steps to Nowhere. And over here, I see steps that appear to go nowhere. So apparently those steps were just kind of there. The other thing that kind of intrigued me here is it says somewhere, I assume we'll come across a trail, but it's labeled swimming pool. Oh, okay. So it was the site of additional barracks whenever it was a POW camp. Then whenever it became a church camp, there were swimming pools there, I guess. So I think we came across the swimming pools because so again it says whenever it was a POW camp, this was the site of additional barracks buildings. It kind of looked like there was a couple that way and a couple that way from where this was. So maybe there was more. And then this was just the swimming pool. I'm not really positive. I've just noticed a set of steps going underground. Oh my goodness. And there's a massive hole over here. Bricks and stuff. That's strange. Why isn't this like blocked off? I feel like this should be blocked off for sure. But I don't know. There wasn't anything very interesting down there, just some dripping water and a smelly smell. So it says back here we'll find a dam and a reservoir. And that's what it was whenever it was a CCC camp. But then, whenever it was a POW camp, it was the same thing. But it says that you can spot German POW writings on the concrete walls. So we're going to see if we can spot any of those. Now, I'm not sure if this is the writing it was talking about, like PW 22/5/45, like the 22nd day of May 1945, because I don't really see much else in terms of like maybe random scrawlings amongst the rocks. But it's definitely a very interesting place. And I mean, oh wait, right here. It says right here, PW. I'm not sure what that says. It looks like a J and O. There's definitely an E. There's something here that I can't make out. And then it says 5:45. Huh. Yeah, I don't see anything else. Those are the only two things that I can really make out. There is maybe some really worn writing, which would make sense. But it's too hard to tell what it would say. It just kind of looks like, I don't know. Well, it doesn't really look like anything. It just looks weird because it's like straight lines, which you wouldn't really get if it was just a crack or something. So you can see here that, I didn't know this, but the state park we're in, however you say that, I'm not sure, was designated Pennsylvania's first state forest. I didn't know that. And here's what it kind of looked like when it was a CCC camp. So this was where the swimming pool was that we saw. I think this is like those old buildings, or I don't know. That might have been the German mess hall then, whenever it became a POW camp. And then this was their barracks, and then the other stuff, I'm not 100%, because it just has about it whenever it was a CCC camp. But if you look up here, whenever it was a church camp, there's a swimming area, the first swimming area, I guess. And if we come over here, you can see all these retention walls. Seeing the whole way around to make the swimming area, or what used to be the swimming area. If you look, I just happened to notice whenever I was walking past this old concrete that's around, there's an old building back there. It says it was a pump house and stuff at some point, but if you look, I believe that's a shoe print. It's a little bit smaller than mine, but that's fine. It says that whenever this was a POW camp, this was the staff mess hall. I'm guessing this was like a basement type thing underneath, and you kind of went up into it, and it looks like maybe there was more to it at some point. But yeah, it's just kind of caving in over here for the most part. There's some more cement and stuff over here, but lots of old metal around too, just kind of metal scraps laying around. And we are back at the beginning over here. There's so much here to see. There's so many ruins and stuff just scattered throughout this whole place. And this map's really helpful, but it's hard to do this and look at this at the same time. And I know I kind of just went over stuff whenever it was a POW camp. I didn't really do much of whenever it was anything else, except some slight topic change. But that's just kind of what I found most fascinating. Like, I had obviously no idea this was here until I was looking at stuff around this area. It's about 30 minutes from Gettysburg. If you want to look more into it, look at whatever CCC camp, the church camp, like see everything, I simply just can't show you. Even if I had all day to come back here and make a video, I don't think I'd be able to do it. There is so much just everywhere. It's insane. So I highly recommend coming here, getting a map. It says you can go, there's some different park offices. You can get on a website and get like a tour booklet, which would probably be better than what I have to offer, and would probably be better than these books or these little maps and stuff. Yeah, it says here number 7, which I don't think I did whenever I came in. It says this was an interrogation office. So I mean, you can only imagine what might have gone down here. You can just see the big concrete slabs and steps and that and all this. If you get one of these maps and you come here, it does say that there's like a thin line of where the barbed wire fence would have been whenever it was a POW camp, and underground water lines, and it has everything on it where buildings would have been, because I guess the church camp built a lot of buildings and tore some buildings down. So not all the buildings are still here. There's still not like very many remains and stuff. So I say come check it out yourself, because it's pretty cool, and it's definitely an interesting walk around if you're into that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna get back in the car and see what I can get up to next. If anything, I don't know. I guess we'll see. I was walking back to the car, and right by the car there's this pile of wood that says, "Do not cut or remove, not for firewood." But I noticed that inside of this tree, oh, can you see in there? Yeah, I have my flashlight. There's like spikes. What's that about? What are those? I don't know if I've ever seen that before. I don't know how that happens. I saw this from where I parked my car. I didn't notice it whenever I came in. But this is the remains of an old stone barn. Apparently there is also the old foundation of the farmhouse farther along somewhere, but as the sun is setting, I don't want to spend too much longer here and get out of here. But yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting, so I wanted to come up here, see what it was, take a look. And here on the way there, you can see these. It says that this was also a guard tower for compound number 1, or compound 1, it said. Like I said, there's hiking trails and paths all over this place. And where they all go, I'm not too sure, to be completely honest. So that's what I encourage you to come up here and check it out yourself. Here at this plaque at the beginning where I started, I failed to notice because I didn't know what was going on. This is actually a painting of the POW camp done by a German prisoner of war. There's his name. And there's that. But also down here, it says a World War II German POW carved his information into this bridge stone. I am curious though, like obviously there was stuff that would have been found here from the POW camp and stuff. I want to know what happened to that stuff. Like, where is all that? Like, is it in a museum somewhere? Can I go see it? I don't know. I guess it's something to look into. Hello friends, we are back at the hotel. And I think I'm just going to call it a day. I had a pretty busy day and I'm pretty tired. I'm ready to just kind of relax, take a shower, eat, and just chill out. So, I have food on the way, but we're going to see what tomorrow brings. I'm not even sure yet. I have somewhat of an idea. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So, I'll pick back up with you tomorrow. So that's the end of the first day. The next video will be the second day that I'm in Gettysburg, and I kind of just work my way back towards home and stop places on the way that I see signs for and stuff. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching this one. I hope you enjoyed our exploration, our adventures around, see what we could find. And I'll see you guys in the next one.